So hello guys and welcome back to the Masters Cup qualifier. We have finally gotten our break and we are ready to go for a little bit of a reprieve and we move into the upper bracket finals. And I got to show you guys before the promo screen for the OSC Super Series, but basically, as we said, this is going to be a competition to try and get to the mid-season playoffs, and this is one of those qualifiers that was shown in the 5 tournaments to be played on the 5 days in this week. So it's absolutely positively hectic, but it's also such a great way to compete with the best of the best in the OSC scene. And well, if you are also that OSC elite member, then you can get a little bit of that perks because of your support for the OSC program. Almost like 25,000 Australian dollars 2v1 is a really big prize pool, that's for sure, and OSC making so many of these tournaments to really compete in to begin with. But hey, we are going to be moving into a TVZ instead. It's Kelazhur and B, our victors from the first 2 semifinals facing off in the upper bracket finals. And this time we have gotten our map picks and bans, so kudos to our admin to help us out. Kudos to our players as well, really making the transition easier. And here we go with our maps. So it is going to be Nightshade, Simulacrum, and Zen for our map pool, as we do see Golden Wall, Eternal Empire, Purity Industry, as well as Evergreen all banned out. Now the winner of this one will move on to our grand finals, gonna be having that 1 set advantage. In the meantime, the loser here will face off against Christianer, as unfortunately Chance had to forfeit after a few issues here and there. But still, it's gonna be a very exciting TVZ, especially on Nightshade and Lee, and I cannot wait to see how this one is gonna be unfolding. But anyway, let's get it on, let's get it done, let's get into our first map in the upper bracket finals. Seems like, oh, he had a... Okay. I like how I transitioned to go to the game, and they were like, remake. Yes, I will take it. Interesting. So what happened there? Seems like a server issue, perhaps, that they were on the wrong region. So, you know, it happens sometimes. It happens indeed. But hey, let's go again. We go again. That never happened, guys. Don't worry about it. You didn't see anything. You didn't hear anything. But it's going to be a really nice TVZ to honestly enjoy. I'm very excited to see after what B as well as Kelazhur have brought to the table. I really feel like either of these two guys can really go the distance, that's for sure. And it's going to be such a good way to appreciate an old-fashioned Terran versus Zerg, and Nightshade LA is probably the place to be in, that's for sure. But hey, now again, that was just a test. That was your emergency warning system saying this is only a test, don't worry about it. We're just gonna be seeing if the sirens do work. Let's move into map number 1. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go again. Here we go for the 100th time. We go again for the 1,000,000th time. Who even knows how many times we've been casting StarCraft 2? But this is one of the first forays into the international scene like this, and I thank OSC for this opportunity. But here and now, introduce first on the bottom right. So we got the 3D man himself. It's 3DB. And his opponents on the top left instead, it's gonna be our red Terran, Kelazhur. 3D Clan versus Archangel Gaming, and will Kelazhur be able to avenge his fallen brethren on the other side of the map for Mr. Chance, who was part of Archangel Gaming, who is part of Archangel Gaming actually, but for Kelazhur, he's on the EU side. Maybe a little bit of family feud, or maybe a little bit of family fun to try and avenge his comrade. But here and now, gonna be B. Okay, they set things up with a pool first. Metabolic Boost gonna be online as well, and he's staying on 1 base. So he wants to play the aggression, and Kelazhur in the meantime double racks to try and go for the counter immediately. Seems like it is just gonna be these two players knowing each other so well, and they are gonna be looking to both defend and attack in similar fashions. Baneling that's now gonna be looking to try and be brought to the table at the same time. And a potential bust is in order. The Overlord, though, trying to get on through to the other side. It seems like the action is afoot at the very start. 3 racks immediately here from Kelazhur. Aggression is absolutely key. And it's really funny to see both sides playing such an aggressive playstyle at the very start. It really goes to show that this has to be familiarity between these two players. But here, right now, B has been looking to really bring in a victory for him. Hasn't really won this year as of yet. He has been second place in recent tournaments like the Masters Cup as well as the SCV Rush. But hey, still an opportunity here and there. Been competing in a few of those Wardy TV leagues as well in the European side. And the Bailey bust is afoot in just a little bit. In the meantime, for Kelazhur, as we've been talking about this Brazilian Terran player, he has been really on point with the bio, that's for sure. It has been something he can really be proud of, and as many racks as he can build, this increases his power. Love to see him try a little bit of mech, but if it's not his playstyle, it is what it is. And the Bailey bus immediately destroys the supply depot, but Kelazhur has a second plan. He has a plan B, but the supply depot will get popped. Here comes the circus right now going on the inside. Mass Reaper, apparently the name of the game here for our Terran. And he's using that mobility to stem the tide of the Lings. But in the meantime, that Lone Marine trying to survive. Here we go with another Reaper. And Kelazhur, oh GG's called. It's not gonna happen. The defense is gonna be able to hold. And B, not having enough in behind. Having all those Reapers, having all of that ready, would just allow Kelazhur to transition safely to go to the other side of the map, harass the drone line, run on around the map, and be able to take that victory there. More Reapers, more damage equals more drones dying, as well as Zerglings. And B knew if he wasn't able to get the kill there, then that would have been the show. So we'll just fix things up real quick, guys. Seems like since this is a new region for me, I'm still having a few issues here and there. And yeah, second map. Is this a second map? Yes, it is, I believe. So yeah, we're gonna be getting into game number 2 in just a bit. And Simulacrum is gonna be where we are at. But the first game taken there by B, and well played indeed on Nightshade. Taken by Kelazhur rather, and well played indeed. So yeah. We are ready to go, considering it our lobby chat on. But that was just such an impressive defense there. Such an impressive read, honestly, by Kelazhur. He was expecting the aggression from his opponent, as we are going to be looking into map number 2. And it's going to be Simulacrum. But yeah, what an impressive read, honestly. He put up those racks all the way up on top, up on to the natural wall, and then he put supply depots to slow things down, get a few more Reapers along the way, and just having the Reaper composition, having the gas ready to go, that mobility of really hurting B in the long run. And knew it. He just was like, nah, I'm not gonna go for it. It's not gonna happen. And our Terran is one map ahead. But anyway, we are into game number 2, and let's get into the action. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the upper bracket finals, and here we are yet again on Simulacrum. But this time it's going to be a TVZ. And down one map, on the top left of Simulacrum LE, it's going to be our Blue Zerg B. He's going to go for it again. 14 pool with the extractor check. So 15 drones going to be on the way. Getting a few more minerals along the way. And he's going to go for the Overlord as well. But in the meantime, his opponent on the bottom right, getting the read on, getting the proper mobility, and just getting such a good feel for his opponent. On the southeast corner of Simulacrum, it's a red Terran, Kelazhur. So immediately, Kelazhur is expecting something from B. He is expecting that it is going to be aggression coming his way, but it's not going to be a full commit. So it's a pull first instead of anything else. Instead of the full rush, instead of going for the Baneling Nest. And well, for Kelazhur, he can use his Brax to go for the aggression, but I feel like here for B, if he does go for the early Queen, he might be able to defend really well into his mineral line. But hey, you know, Zergling's gonna be shown of force. And you do want these Zerglings, of course, to go onto the other side, put a little pressure on the opponent, your initial 6 Lings for the scouting, to see if everything is a-okay, pretty normal on that front. And Kelazhur right now responding immediately with Reapers into the field. Now, well, these Reapers are basically going to be looking to get some much value with harassment along the way. And Kelazhur right now setting up his supply depot just to make sure that his wall is complete. B forced to go onto the other side, and you know, the best from Brazil versus one of the best in Russia. That has to be noted for this kind of game. But eventually that Reaper gonna get the kill, really giving chase. That one Zergling is on the east side and is slamming into the wall, hitting its head, and not really getting much value there. But by this point in time, you know, Kelazhur is just gonna look to use these Rapers to a little bit of a different degree. He is gonna go for Mass Rapers, and instead he wants to put in the pressure and really pile on to B. And B knows this. He's going for Queens instead. He wants to have these tankier units to try and defend, but his natural base is gonna be in a spot of trouble, that's for sure. Let's get Kelazhur. Flies on away. It's gonna be all about map's advantage now from this Reaper. Luckily though for B, he doesn't really have drones there except the two that do come on out. And instead, it's the hatchery taking the brunt of the damage. Now B cannot overcommit with these queens all the way in the low ground if they are in a position that they just get out navigated on. Well, the problem there is there's not going to be defending that main mineral line. So instead, he does set up the creep tumor to allow the move speed to happen. They have to be very careful also not to get concentration fire too heavily onto them. Confusion is going to be such a big deal here if the queens do have them. But the energy is not in the side of B right now. So defense here from our Zerg player, Kelazhur, trying to go for the pokes with all these Reapers along the way. A huge investment, even sending in 3 more. That is all the Terran is going for right here, right now. If defense holds, B is going to be in such a good spot by this point. But in the meantime, it's still the Queens getting bounced around. Cluster bombs do a little bit of damage, sure, but the transfusion is able to out-heal a lot of the damage being done by the Reaper itself. And Kelazhur trying to go for the fight. More and more links coming this way. Creep spread is there, and the Reapers have to get on their way. Kelazhur gonna transition to a more standard playstyle, but with this many Reapers, man, what are you even gonna be doing with it? An 11 Reaper hit squad. That's interesting. That's actually a lot of units to run around the map with. But here and now, that's gonna be the Queen getting taken down already. Lanes giving chase again. Cluster bombs right now to get the bounce on. And love the use of the cluster bombs there for the Reapers. Really trying to get on away as much as possible. Now B is gonna get punished by losing 1 Queen as he goes off creep. Forgetting to go for the creep spread there beyond the natural. Really gonna be hurting him in the chase against these Reapers. And Kelazhur is just basically having a field day with these Reapers. Takes out another Queen there, and then these last 2 Queens on the west side. More and more Zergis right now trying to get brought on over. But the pistol whip is there, and wow, oh wow, another Queen will go down. Here comes Vivo looking for surround, and will this actually work? Will this actually connect? Good movement here from Kelazhur, trying to run on away, and our Terran player with such mastery on these units, taking care of another Queen. What a hit for Kelazhur, and he is not gonna let up. B is gonna call GG. Kelazhur with a Reaper rush to take the victory, and this time the shoe is on the other foot, and the Terran is the one who makes the early aggression and the chase work out in the end. What a win there for Kelazhur. It seems like that was the plan all along, honestly, from the other map, but since he was forced on defense and since B brought in everything, well, that was just basically the show. So Simulacrum gonna be won out by Kelazhur, wins the series 2-0. And we are gonna be moving on to our lower bracket final in just a bit. But let's look at those maps real quick. So victory, very, very quickly done by Kelazhur. Nightshade and Simulacrum both taken by our Terran player. And well, oh well, fast games today against 2-0. Fast games indeed. Yeah, I'm really surprised that it's 2-0. It happened again. But it is what it is, guys. And we will be right back. We'll just set things up for our lower bracket final. And this is your Masters Cup qualifier in the OSC Super Series.